I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Sometimes still delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Signs still delivered, I'm yours. Seen a lot of things in this old world. When I touched them, they did nothing, girl. Ooh, baby, I'm signed, still delivered, I'm yours. Ooh, baby, set my soul on fire. That's why I know you are my only desire. I said I'm signed, still delivered, I'm yours. Here I am. You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. You enchant me even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on, babe. Now I know what I have found. I feel we're close enough. I want to lock in your love. I think we're close enough, but I lock in your love, baby, baby, baby. I got you in my space. I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you. I got you in my space. I won't let go again. You shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Let me put on the non-copyright music and check the audio. One sec. And check the audio. All right, we're good. We're good. What's up, everybody? Hey, Sissy. I'm great. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. Who is that? Olea. Hi, Olea. Good morning. It's good afternoon for me, but good morning to you. Hey, May Hair. Oh my God. Thank you so much for sending me that design. We're gonna talk about it later because now you got my mind spinning. Now I really see what you mean when you said you had a more premium design. So I've been playing around with it. It may not be something that I could actually get done before I leave, but wow, Mayhair, it looks amazing. Like, really. So thank you. We're going to talk about it. How's everybody doing today? Happy Saturday. I'm a little later today because I had some errands to run because you know I'm leaving soon. So I went to the mall, but I didn't buy anything. Hey, awesome. Hey, Edwin. Yo, what's up, Edwin? I'll call you Edwin, not awesome. You're awesome, Edwin. But I know now on Discord when you messaged that it was you. How you guys doing today? How's your Saturday? I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I definitely am because yesterday was the last week of school, or the last day of school. You went to the mall also? You went for groceries? Waiting for a GPT 5.6? When is it dropping, Mayhair? Get my notes up. See what we have to do today. Once everybody comes in, Mayhair, I'm going to show everybody what you sent me. because I'm in love with it, but I don't think I'm probably don't have enough time to do all of that before I leave. Oh, already dropped for selected users. Okay, nice. Nice. Welcome everybody. I see everybody coming in. Welcome. Happy Saturday. If I don't know you, if you don't know me, I didn't even introduce myself. I've been running around all day. Hi, Block Explorer. My advice, because I'm just a gal who just started learning how to vibe code with no coding background. I started 34 days ago. My advice is just go for it and learn as you go. If you look back on day one, in 34 days, I've really learned a lot. My advice to you is, go at your own pace. I'm just learning at my own pace. Thanks to the viewers and the people in the chat. They have taught me so much. And, it's made me realize that there's so much to learn, but it's very doable. Like, if you want to learn, you really can. And it's okay to be a beginner with no prior knowledge of code. It's a very vulnerable thing that I'm doing, learning in public. I'm publicly doing something that I'm not a master at, right? But I don't think it's ever too late to learn something new. And my advice would be start now, because things just keep advancing, I feel like, by the second. So there's only going to be more and more and more to learn. So let's learn now. I'm happy that you're here. We can learn together. This is, and 34 days ago, I made like a basic app. This is now my third app. It works offline, and I'm going to be testing it myself because I'll be trekking the Himalayas of Pakistan next week. So I wanted to build an app that works offline, because I won't always have service there, that I could test myself in real time. So you're not alone, Block. You're not alone. So where are we today? We still have a lot of bug fixes, right? Those are the priorities. Yesterday it came up, I need to fix the, I think it was Cryptic. Cryptic was here yesterday. They brought up a good point to me. There's one of the pages where the spacing is kind of off. So we're going to fix that up today. Hold on. Oh, Sissy, let me see. Oh, thank you so much, Sissy. Sorry, I haven't looked at my Instagram messages in like days, honestly, because I've been preparing. But when I get off stream, I'll look at them. Thank you so much. And Sissy, I created an Obsidian vault to track my vibe coding education. So it's organizing everything I learned, and then everything that viewers have suggested to me that I haven't gotten a chance to play with yet or research yet or implement yet. So I'm trying to organize my work because it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to check my messages, Sissy, after the stream, and I'll add everything that, all your recommendations, the resources, that you said, I'll add that to my Obsidian vault. Because when I do come back from my trip, I will have more time and I could actually get through all of those things. But thank you so much. You guys are the best, always giving me resources. So we have some bug fixes to get through today. Yesterday, what did we work on? We went through some bug fixes, and then we switched around for this. We defaulted the page to log in, not sign up. That was Ryan's suggestion. Good suggestion. Then this was Azor's suggestion to make sure that when you sign up, you have to check that I've read and accept the privacy policy in terms of service. So we have that there. It's functioning. We tested that yesterday. What else did we do? That might have been it. So we're going to run through some bug fixes again. I have to fix the formatting. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me actually see let me get a bug running while we take a look. Remaining 7. Welcome. So 11 is tiny. What's 11? What was number 11? Empty greeting. Okay. 9 is the biggest. Hello, are you working? Oh, it's working. Let's go with number 11. Since it's a tiny bug fix. But, 9 is the biggest of the 3. Okay. So I'm going to log in to my account. This is my personal trip that I haven't gone on yet. So it's a lot of mock data in here. When I'm actually on the trip, I'll probably start a brand new trip and experience it for real as a user. But where was it? Is it this page? The spacing is all messed up. I think that's what it was. Let me see the notes. Fix spacing on add a day and just overall. The page has many spacing issues. Sections should have the same padding between them for consistency. So we're going to fix that, right? The spacing here, the spacing between sections, it's a little bit, everything's a little bit too close together. This is not Islamabad, by the way. I was just testing out the features. If the photos sync and all of those things, just use a random photo. Yeah, if you add a day, yeah, the spacing is all messed up. So we're gonna work on that. Ryan suggested adjusting the sign up and login buttons. So that would be, I think he sent me a bunch of options, but on most sites you see login and then it's like that or kind of section separator, continue with Google. He sent me an example, so I'm gonna go with that. And then Mayhair gave me this idea for a redesign. If you know me, that's a rabbit hole I could really get lost in. So, but it's you know, just because I go on my trip, it doesn't mean that this app is finished. I'm sure when I come back and I've used it, I'm sure so many things are gonna come up that I realize in real time. So it might be something for when I get back, but I'm gonna see what everybody thinks about it. Because the thing is, I like this design as well, but now Mayhair, that I saw yours, I understand what you meant when you said it looked cheap. Let's make it look more premium. And I'm wondering if there's a way where I can still keep this SVG somewhere living in the app because I do like it. And then certain sections have that, you have like that real like AI generated, real looking mountains of the Himalayas. So I'm gonna see what we could do. This morning I was playing around asking Claude to give me just some options, not to build anything. I just wanted it to give me previews. So it did give me some previews. But I'm not set on them yet. So that's why I think when it comes to design, those things take time for me because I can be really picky. I need a lot of examples until I'm sold and I'm in love with it. You know, I need to be in love with what I'm building. Okay, what happened here? What did we even fix? Welcome, return to an empty string. All 3 places set in the same route. One small adjustment, climber only appears when no name. So it's safety plot. Welcome. What was actually fixed? Oh, okay. I get it. Oh, they put climber there instead of welcome. If you don't choose a username. I get it now. All right. One small adjustment. Climber only appears when no name. Well, let me just make sure, because sometimes when it fixes things, it also breaks things. So let me make sure mine still says welcome Jillian. Yeah. Okay. Nice. I want to keep going with number 7. Welcome string can stall on a slow first. Yes, I did notice that. So let's fix that. Let's go with number 7. And then let me log out so I can actually see that. I think I know exactly what it's talking about. Also, something that I need to implement is I forgot password feature, right? Every platform has that, and I am definitely somebody who forgets their password. So I don't know if that's a big task. That sounds like a lot of back-end work. You know, if you forgot your password and then you have to create a new page where they reset their password. Hey, Timothy, welcome. Yep, back at it a little bit later today because I had to run some errands to prepare for my trip. I went to the mall, but I didn't even buy it. I ran errands, but got nothing done. I didn't buy anything. I'm trying to find some like hiking pants or like waterproof pants. I keep thinking about these waterproof pants that they put on the packing list. I ain't got no waterproof pants. But that's okay. I'm gonna just wing it with the gear that I got. I've been on plenty of hiking trips with the hiking gear that I have. Hey, Ryan. The Super Base thing probably already does the heavy lifting for the reset password, and you might just need to call. Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm gonna fix the buttons also. Thank you for those options. I'm gonna do the one where it says login and then it has that little like divider that says or continue with Google, and then the continue offline is kind of, I don't know, it's not that full button. What is going on? Oh, it's the wind. I keep hearing things. I have a house gecko that has been living in my kitchen since I moved here. And he's a fatty, man. He's fat. And once the lights go off at night, he's causing a ruckus. Like, I could hear him. I hear bags rustling. And I was like, let me just make sure that that's the gecko. And I turned on the lights, and he's just, like, on the 7-Eleven bag. I'm just like, okay. All right, let me see. Done. Frozen Heroes. CDA. Nine, they said, was a heavy one, so I think I'm gonna, if anything, like, I can do that off stream unless we have time later, but I really do want to fix all those other parts. Probably starting with the format of that page. But let me see if it deployed. Hi, Scene. Welcome. Good morning to you. Good afternoon, late afternoon for me. Scene, I think I've seen you here before. I think the name, I remember the name Scene. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm not crazy. Well, I am kind of crazy, but not in that way. I don't know if that's what it was supposed to fix, but all right. So let's do this. When you add a day, or when you edit a day, right? It's the same page. We want to fix the overall spacing of that. So I have a new session. Let me label it spacing issues. What was it? Fix spacing and add a day. There are a lot of spacing issues on the add a day page, or when you edit a day. Sections should have the same padding between them for consistency. Ujwal Kumar. Hi Kumar, welcome from Finland. Oh my God, welcome from Finland. You live in Finland. You must get to see the Northern Lights all the time. Something I haven't seen yet. Another thing on my bucket list that never ends. Even though I've been to Iceland before, but I went in the summer, so in the summer it's 24 hours of daylight. Like that was kind of a trip. 24 hours of daylight. It's like, it was a good thing for the trip that I went on because I rented a camper van and I drove all around the country. And I didn't have to feel like I was ever in a rush to see something because it was always going to be light out, so I wasn't going to miss anything. I didn't have to, rush anywhere before the sun set. But it was hard to sleep in a camper van that had curtains, but not blackout curtains when it was 24 hours of daylight. But I need to see the Northern Lights. I was thinking about maybe doing that in Norway. Oof, the sun is shining now. All right, we'll fix this spacing. We'll fix the buttons. And then I want to show you guys something. I could actually show you now. So those of you who have been here, you probably remember Mayhair was saying that he wanted to share a design with me. And he sent it on Discord. Guys, look at this. Look how good it looks. And then he also did the glacier mode for the login page. Guys, look at this. I'm in trouble because I kind of love it. I'm in big, big trouble. Hi Tino, welcome from South Africa. Oh my God. Well, this design I didn't make. Mayhair in the chat did. So now my mind is going in all different directions of like, should I do a redesign? Send help. Send help. I went back and forth with Claude this morning to see if it could come up with options for me. It just might not be realistic for me before I leave. But it came up with, let me see what it came up with for me. Well, that's all messed up, the welcome page. But I had to stop. I had to leave the house. But it gave me, we made some options. Like this. It's a little more difficult. Let me put it over here. Because we have the welcome page set up where it changes to the time of day, like the sun rises and sets for you. So I have to think. I really have to think about what to do. Oh, I can go crazy with the redesign, but now I'm just out of time. Out of time for now, right? But because I'm scared. I'm also scared if I redesign it now, like, then with the mobile responsiveness and all of that. But I love it. I love it so much. I didn't think my design looked cheap until I saw that. And then I was like, damn. So, Tino, just so you know, just want to give you a heads up. I'm a newbie. I'm an amateur vibe coder. I just started 34 days ago. So travel is my passion. I'm a solo traveler from New York City. 2 years ago, I moved to Thailand, so I'm an expat. So I've just been building travel and Thailand apps as a means for my education, as a means for me to learn. So I built 2 Thailand apps. This one is a trekking journal because I'm going to be hiking the Himalayas of northern Pakistan. So I had this idea of, what if I built something that I can use and test on my own trip? It'll give me good data about myself and my work. So it's just a journal, right, where you can, this is a mock trip. It's my actual trip, but the data is mock data right now, where you can log the date, you give it a label, your starting altitude, your ending altitude, the distance you traveled, the number of hours you traveled, how you felt, the weather conditions. You can add a photo. This is location GPS, so that's how you get your altitude. Then you could put in your activity from your Apple Watch or your fitness watch or whatever it is. It's not synced. You have to manually input the information, but that's because this app works offline, because in the Himalayas, I'm not going to have service. So it has to be something that works offline. And then you can write a little journal entry. You know, for me personally, it's just to have a keepsake from my trip, because what I'm about to do, it's going to be a pretty life-changing trip for me. And I just kind of wanted to create something to document it. And the journal entry is actually really important to me, because on trips like this, especially if, you know, I'm disconnected, I do a lot of self-reflection. It's not just about how my body felt, it's like how my mind felt, like what inspired me. And I want to write all those things down. So that's what it is. Many hikers probably wouldn't really look at this as a necessity. But again, these are all projects that are a means for me to learn. And I figure, why not build something that I can test myself? And then, you know, there's going to be other hikers on the same route as me. I could say, hey, like, download my app and test it out. It's free, you know, everything is free. So this is not Islamabad. Again, I was just testing the syncing of the photos and all of that. It also gives you like a recap of your trip in graph form. All right, let's see if that, what did we actually get? Okay, so if I go now to add a day, I don't really see, the spacing is still off. If anything, it looks worse now because it doesn't fill up the entire, what did it do? Edit entry. Day view details. No, that's not it. Add 3JS map and you can use Starlink to update live tracking. Is that something that requires you to be connected to the internet? 3JS map. This is something that came up in my other project. We added a map. I love a map. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on a map. So let's say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm leaving in 3 days. So right now I'm fixing bugs and things like that. But, you know, this is just a version 1. So, you know, a project is never really done, right? I would love to add a map. Don't even taunt me with a map. I'll go crazy. No, it will use your GPS on your phone. Okay, question, is that something that's like really heavy? So when I'm building on stream, I try to avoid adding features that are too heavy because my stream starts to crash out. But I'm gonna save that. Because a map, we should have a map, but skipped any restructure to flex gap. Did this become shorter horizontally? I can't tell. This is not what I wanted. I don't know what it did, but it's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm just gonna talk to Claude like a normal person because I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm not sure what you did, but that's not what I wanted. It looks like you shrunk the sections horizontally, and now I'm seeing some dead space on the right-hand side on that add a day or edit entry page. What I was talking about was the spacing between the sections. So for example, where and when, the numbers, how it felt, etc. They're way too close together. Also, where it says edit entry and the day, edit entry and the day are too close together horizontally. An OpenStreetMap GPS is for Claude. Okay. So I could show you, Tino, let me show you something I built prior. This is a Thailand Itinerary Builder. Okay, so then this is the map that I got hell-bent on. In terms of like street view, I know you're saying OpenStreetMap plus GPS. I'm gonna save everything that you said to me. To not make things too heavy, when I wanted a street view, this was like kind of the best that we could come up with. Opening up the street view like this in another tab. For the sake of the health of my stream. So let me see everything you said. I'm gonna just screenshot. I save screenshots of everything that people like really good. Oh, thank you, Tino. You should see the days that I spent perfecting that map to get it to what I wanted it to be, because I just wasn't satisfied until I was satisfied. But Fable 5, that I was using Fable 5 at the time. Just saving what you said in the chat so then I could deep dive a little bit later and make sure that it's stream safe for me. Yeah, I love that map. That map is so satisfying. I basically, for the days that we had Fable 5, that's basically what I used it for. But hey, I got what I wanted. So, not mad at it. Yeah, but Tino, you have no idea how much I love a map. I guess because I'm a traveler, so I've spent a lot of times looking at maps, but like that's something that could take me days to get it to what I want. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna add it to my notes, but it's gonna have to be when I come back. Oh, when I come back, build, add map. What did you say? A 3JS map, so you can Starlink and update live tracking in 3D. Okay, it's on my notes. Yeah, so I can get carried away with maps and with design. Hey Sarah, welcome. Which idea was that? No, it's Sarah. It's okay because Sarah, now I know you. Now I know you. When you first came in, I didn't know you, and I'm like, oh, you didn't even say hi. But no, Sarah, it's okay. Which idea? Because you gave me so many of them. And I have them all written down, guys. Everything that you tell me, like, trust me, I don't overlook any of it. If I can't implement it in real time, if I can't implement it in real time, it's just because I'm new and I'm overwhelmed and there's just so much to implement. But I either screenshot your chat or I write it down and then I put it in my Obsidian vault, and literally your names are tied to the ideas in my vault. Store your image outside of the database. So Sarah, actually, I looked into it to what is it called? Cloudinary? And I spoke to Claude about it, and Claude said it was a good idea, but it wasn't necessary for me to do right now at my stage. I wouldn't have to worry about photo storage, but it's like a to-do when I get back. Because Claude did mention, that I'm going to have to learn Cloudinary, and just for my time crunch, because I am leaving on Tuesday, I put it on the list of things to do when I get back. Yeah. But now that I know about it, in the future, I'll probably fix it on this app, and then in future apps that have photo storage and things like that, I'll definitely use it. So thank you. I'm just gonna have to learn how to use it. It shouldn't be that hard or anything. It's just that I have 3 days now, so I gotta get it done. Been coding for 12 years, self-taught. AI is helping so much. I'm about to launch a local app for food. Dart Flutter. Able to pay. ChatGPT was waiting for GPT 5.6. Oh, nice. Tino, I love that you're self-taught. There's a lot of people in here who are self-taught, and I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not even self-taught, like all of you have been helping teach me, but I love that. That's amazing. That's so impressive. And a local app for food, like food delivery. Come back. I will tell you about a tool which will help you marketing or SEO. Okay, great, Sarah. Perfect. I will be back. July 17th. I'm even going to schedule the stream before I even leave. Before I even leave my house here in Phuket. So I will be back, and then I could stay calm, because I was calm with all my other apps because I didn't have a deadline, and then I had the bright idea to build something for my trip, which gave me a deadline. And then I felt the pressure. So push this time I actually looked at the page in the browser instead of guessing. All 3 things you called out, verified, header cramping. Food discovery. Ooh, interesting. I should use a food discovery app, because I stick to this. I eat the same things, Tino. I need some food discovery. I'm really excited for my trip, because some of my viewers are Pakistani, and they've told me, I was asking them, what should I eat? What should I eat when I'm there? And I'm kind of picky with meats, but I eat chicken. They were giving me all the chicken dishes, and I looked them up, and my mouth was like watering. So I need some food discovery. Section's too close. If you are 12 years experience, production level. Oh, nice. Well, I'm far from 12 years experience, but it's okay. I'm having fun learning. And Sarah, just so you know, I mean, when I get back, I don't know if I'm going to start the new project right away. I might fix this one up depending on what wasn't working when I was actually traveling. And then I do kind of want to, there are some things I want to change in the itinerary builder. I don't want it to be one long page anymore. I want that boarding pass to be like a landing page, and then you can click in to build your route. There are ways that I can make that more user friendly. So I want to do that. But then my brother-in-law, he's a physical therapist, and he wants a website built for his practice to help drive in more clients. So he knows that I'm a beginner. He's not paying me or anything, like, but I'm gonna use that project and pretend in my head that it's a real client of mine, right? Like, I'm gonna put myself in the role of somebody who has a client and see if I could build him a website. And he already knows, like, if there are bugs, we'll fix them. He knows that I'm not experienced, so he's okay with it, to kind of be my guinea pig client. Because I kind of want to see, like, how does that all work? And then how do you train the client on how to use the website after you build it for them? I kind of want to have that experience without the pressure of somebody paying me and me not doing a good job. So, and Sarah, I know, like, your experience with all of that, and a lot of people here they were telling me about how they create a dashboard for them to learn the website and all of that. So I think that might be a good experience for me. The sticky top bar, back save still spans full width. All right, let's see. Okay. I still feel like this is all cluttered. I guess this looks better. It's like centered, right? But why is it not? Like, between the titles, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, here are the numbers, it's literally touching that. Like a sword, no matter how legendary it is, it still needs to shine every day. That makes it legendary. So no matter how you experience learning basic code without AI is the same thing. Yeah, that's a good analogy. But I think having a fake, like a mock client who's my family, and then they're not, like, just a client who's paying me money, and then if I mess up, he'll be a good test for me. So okay, this is still not okay. That's better, but the spacing between sections, like where and when, the numbers, how it felt, conditions, photo of the day, activity from your watch, journal. Vertically, that spacing is way too close together. There should be some breathing room between each section. Because in the end, your head needs to think. In the end, it's your head. You need to train the head. It's not going to come overnight. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. Hi, Naman. Welcome. Life is good. Life is pretty good. I'm leaving soon. So I'm just fixing, we're doing some bug fixes, some formatting fixes, like the spacing here is way too close together. So we're going to fix that. Just small little tweaks right now. How's life for you? What are you up to? Thanks, Tino, for the reassurance. It felt like the right move, especially because he knows what I'm doing and, you know, he's willing to work with me. And he's, you know, going to get a website for free. You know, obviously I'm not a top tier developer or anything, but he doesn't have a website to begin with. So, you know, he's just down to help me. When you learn to code, you're going to use Claude Code for more complex tasks and basic fix. You can do it yourself. Save tokens. Yeah, Sarah, that's what everybody's telling me, and that's why people are telling me to use VS Code, because you can see the code. And it's like separated by a section and page. Somebody was showing me the other day. And then if it's something small, you can actually go in and fix it yourself. It's good. I love how whenever I come in here, you're talking to one guy in the chat about something super specific. Am I really? I'm just, Naman, I'm just yapping. I'm always yapping to everybody. Hi, John. Welcome. What's your experience so far with the pro plan? Do you usually hit session weekly limits? How do you avoid hitting context limits well? So, John, I'll give you kind of like the rundown. When I first started 34 days ago, I really wasn't hitting any limits. Then, when Fable 5 was released, obviously in those 3 days I used up a lot of usage. But then I started playing with Claude Design. Claude Design really eats up your tokens. So I learned that. Also, I was initially only working in one session, and the chat taught me to, Ryan specifically, to open up a new session for each feature that I've built. So that has been like a godsend. Building each feature in a new session has saved me a lot of tokens. Then there are certain skills that you can install to save tokens. The first one I tried was the caveman skill. That one didn't really seem to be saving me any tokens, but that could have been on me because that was prior to starting a new session for each feature. But then somebody introduced me to the ponytail skill, and the ponytail skill has been working wonders for me. The ponytail skill has been really saving me on limits. So I do hit my session limits. I only hit my weekly limit once, and that was before I implemented all of those changes. What about you, John? What's your experience with the pro plan? How did you hit context limit? Are you doing everything in a chat? Did I hit a context limit? I'm making a 10-hour course on Claude Design, Claude Code, and Claude Cowork. All of them on my channel. You think it'll do well? I think that's a great idea. A 10-hour course, so is it going to be like in episodes? 10 hours is a long time, but idea is good, but depends on quality. Hi, South Park. That's a great name. How many providers am I rocking with right now? Right now I'm just using Claude. I'm just using Claude. I have the pro plan. Everybody's telling me to upgrade to the Max. Well, not everybody. I have some people telling me to spend the extra money and upgrade to Max. And then I have some people telling me to save my money. But I'm going to make that decision when I come back from Pakistan, the trip that I'm about to go on. Because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. There's no point in me doing it now. Yeah, I used to work in one chat because I used it with Figma MCP to make batches of designs. Thanks for the insights. Yeah, no problem. And John, you know, I'm just new. I'm just an amateur. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm learning in real time, and I'm learning what eats up the tokens, what saves the tokens, and just through experimenting and trying new things. But right now the ponytail skill is working. Let me see. I'm scared to even look at the usage though right now as I say that. Oh, well, we're already at 50%. I can't tell if that's good or bad. It's not bad. I've been in worse. There was one time before I made those changes when I was working all in the same session. I got on stream. My session was at 0%. I ran one prompt and I looked at my usage and it was at 38%. So one prompt, like that's how much of a difference it's made. Okay, let's see. Pushed. What's actually wrong? If 48 is too much or too little now that it's real, it's a number. It's a one number change. John, do you work everything in a single layer in Fable? Okay. That's better. Is it too much spacing or is it good spacing? I think it's okay. I hope with all these changes that it still looks okay on mobile. Let's inspect to that. It's good. Oh, thank you. Hi, Abuzar. Thank you. Okay. All right, it's good now. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hi, Zia. Use reasoning efficiently. You won't always need high reasoning, and sonnet with flexible reasoning, cost effective for one. Yeah, Zia, thank you so much for that. A lot of people have made that. I mean, listen, I've come down from, I was at extra high. I've come down to high. I guess it's still at my stage, it's hard for me to make the decision. When does the reasoning need to be lower? When does it need to be higher? It's kind of hard for me. But I do have to start playing around with that, the reasoning more, for sure. You're 100% right about that. Okay, now let's fix this. Let me pull up the screenshots Ryan sent me. Press F12. I don't know why F12 doesn't once. Everybody says F12. I've pressed it before. Nothing happened. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Once check deep sweep benchmarks. Once check. Oh, Zia, I don't know what you're talking about. Deep sweep? Sorry, I'm new. I'm new here. Okay, so this, all right, let me start a new session now. I got so many screenshots from today. Okay. Let me. Oh yeah, that's what I did. Let me rename this as peak pages. Assign login buttons. Oh, I need my handoff. Please update the handoff MD file to include everything that we've done in this session. Our benchmark comparison platforms among frontier models. Oh, okay. Thanks, Zia. Deep sway. Is that how you say it? Measuring frontier coding agents on original long horizon engineering tasks. Ooh, a graph. 80%. Average cost per task. Hi, Johnny. Welcome. Okay, Claude, Max. Oh, this is very interesting. You know, it's like so much to compare because it's like then you choose the model and you choose the reasoning. Like that's like a lot of experimentation. This is interesting. Thank you, Zia, for showing me this. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I have a feeling what I'm about to do, Claude is going to mess it up. I have a feeling. I just got a feeling. So let me mentally prepare myself for the headache. Because... all right, let me take a look at that. Yeah, Mayhair was talking about that earlier. He said it's only released for select few members or something. For most work, GPT-5 many reasoning is good enough in your honest opinion. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna take a look at that I don't know how do you pronounce it. Deep SWE or deep. I'm guessing the way that it's SWE is capitalized, so I'm guessing it's a deep SWE. Is it software engineering? Probably not. I don't know. But also Composer 2.5 by Cursor is very cost effective. I haven't used Cursor, but this is all good to know. This is good. Like the fact that there's a graph. So I'm a math teacher. So the fact that we have graphs and percentages and things like that helps me a lot. Helps me understand things a lot. Because this is like talking to my math brain. So I gotta take a look at all that. I want us to optimize the login and create account buttons on the sign up and login screen. I'm attaching a screenshot of how I want the buttons to now be formatted. Please keep in mind that I don't want to change the shape of our buttons. I don't want to change the font from our entire web app. No, that's shitty to say. Oh, I shouldn't curse. I don't want to change the font either. The screenshot that I'm sending you is just an example, but it's using different fonts. So I don't want our fonts to change. But I just want a similar style to how the buttons are set up. And there's that divider between create account and continue with Google that says or. I want that as well for create account and login. Yeah, it's not really good to swear on YouTube, but the thing is I'm a New Yorker, so it's like in my blood. It's to swear. Hi Zaid, welcome. I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for your kind words on Discord. Hold on, this is like honestly that just made me so happy. That's okay, no problem. You come when you come. You're here when you're here. You know, no pressure. When you can make it, you make it. But I read your, like, you know, we were talking on Discord a little bit, and thank you so much for saying that. Hi, Mansoor. Welcome. Exactly 2 days left, right? What's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I'm leaving on Tuesday. Yeah. Super excited. Have a feeling Claude's gonna change something, whether it's the fonts or I don't know, it's gonna do something, but that's okay. It's okay. If it does, then we fix it. And well, Zaid, for sure, 100% for sure, July 17th, because I'll be back home July 16th. But you know, that day I'm gonna probably be so exhausted that I'll probably just collapse in bed and sleep when I get home. So the 17th I will be back, and then like I said, I don't know what my signal is gonna be like in the Himalayas, but if I get a chance to do like a short stream while I'm there, I 100% will. I just can't promise that because I don't know. I know I'm gonna be able to have signal sometimes. I don't think I'm going to go 13 days consecutive with no signal. I just don't know when that's going to be and what that looks like. So I'm going to try to just come on, say hi, show you the scenery. Zaid, which I'm sure you already know because I don't know if I know you're in Pakistan, you're from Pakistan, right? But I don't know if you've ever traveled north. Um, but yeah, what I really been trying to do is figure out how to stream on my phone and share my phone screen so you could see me actually using my app and have my camera there, but it looks like it's one or the other. I could either stream my camera or I could either stream my phone screen, which is so like why haven't any apps figured that out yet? It's not that difficult. You are you in from part of North? Okay, nice. Yeah. So then you've probably seen the beautiful scenery. Let's see his stepsister. I have ChatGPT Plus. Which model is best for analyzing an existing project? I need to review my project, identify missing features. Hi, L Parallel. I'm gonna call you Parallel because I like that name because it's I'm thinking of parallel lines. I'm a math teacher. Hello, do you use Claude Pro? Yeah, I have the Pro plan. Zia stepsister. Madame, when Claude is working, expand and read its thinking while it's working. If it begins to hallucinate, you can steer it. Zia, we were talking about that yesterday, about steering it. So, Zia, are you saying like if it starts to hallucinate, I can just say, like I can just send another prompt to stop it in its tracks? Yep, Zaid, I'm a math teacher. That's what my profession is. Okay. I wanted that continue offline to be more like the screenshot. That's good though. That's good. Okay, great, but I want the continue offline button to look more like the screenshot. I just want to use the fonts that are part of our design. Yeah, Zaid, tell it to make an MD rules file. So Tino, I believe that I have that. I do believe that I have that. I was working with a bunch of files yesterday. So Tino, here's the thing about that. A few days ago, another viewer here was telling me the same thing. We actually had a Discord call, and he showed me how he set up his files and all of that. I did the same thing. I think that maybe I made my files way too detailed. That's so typical of me because I really wanted it to follow my every rules. Thing about that is it was eating up so much of my usage because it was reading those files over and over again. Do you have any like suggestions on how I could use the files but not eat up so much usage? You mentioned analyze. You need to specify analysis constraints. Maybe use some analysis review skill and use charging behind medium or high. Any chance Jillian will teach math on YouTube? I could, but I don't think anybody's interested in learning math. Like, especially, I'm a high school math teacher, you know. I wanted to have a math YouTube channel. Because I feel like that's content, like, you know, kids in school, they need to study for their exams and things like that. But the thing is like when you're a math teacher for a living and then you start to make content on it, I feel like you kind of resent it because it's like, okay, now I'm doing math all day and then I'm doing math all night and my life is just math, 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 math. You know, so like the content that I make, they're kind of like passion projects that, you know, kind of get my mind off of my career, but like I could make some math videos. Tell me what topic, Zaid, tell me what topic you want to learn about in math. So that way I have an idea of what you want. I can make it for you. I want to learn convex optimization. I'll make 20 rules of a few one lines for each. Yeah, I think I OD'd, you know. I went crazy. I had, Claude, I worked in the chat and I was like, interview me, ask me questions so that these files are detailed as possible. It took me like a good 2 to 3 hours to even set up these files because we were going back and forth and back and forth. So I think I put way too many details in there. I'm studying math to get into uni right now. I have stopped coding for the last 6 months. Some intermediate. Okay, so like, is that algebra? Is that geometry? Is it trigonometry? Is it a combination of both? Of all three? All right, let's see. Oh, I keep doing the wrong thing. Okay, good. This is good. But where's that little offline? That little offline basic, not much advanced. So it's probably like a little bit of algebra, a little bit of geometry. Oh, there was no cloud there. Can we add like that cloud with a slash in it? Yeah, there's definitely so much math out there. Okay, looks good. I just want to change the font of the continue offline button to the same font that you used for privacy and terms. And can we also add that little cloud icon with a slash through it? I mean, I'll tell you what, my style of teaching math is probably very different than, well, I'm actually curious. In Pakistan, what is the teaching style? Because in the United States, when I went to school, when I was a student, the teaching style was very teacher lectures, student takes notes, teacher gives students 20 examples, gives you the formulas, and you just do 20 of the same examples over and over and over again, basically memorization. Now in the United States, as a teacher, the teaching style is very different. It's more student-centered. So I don't lecture. I teach students through discovery. I probably talk for about 5 minutes tops out of a whole class. I give them kind of what they need, and I let the kids discover themselves rather than lecturing. So what is the teaching style in Pakistan or in any country that you guys are in, by the way, regarding steering and Cloud Code? You can stop at mid-work and pass the next prompt. Cloud Code likes to put in queue. Oh, nice. Okay, Zia, thanks, because that's what we were we were talking about yesterday. We didn't know if Claude could do that. Teaching through discovery, paths to realization. Yeah, because that's the way you retain your learning, because you discovered it yourself. If I just lecture you, first of all, 95% of the students are just not going to be listening to me. They're going to tune me out, and they're not going to retain anything. They might memorize it for their next test, and after they take the test, it's like wiped through their brain. But if they discover it themselves, it will. There's a chance. I mean, I can't say it will stick with everybody forever, because I'm teaching students in the United States, like, there's no work ethic there. There's no drive. There's no want to actually learn. So, you know, it takes two to tango. Like, I can only do so much. If you're not taking what I'm giving you, that's on you. But for the ones who actually care and want to learn, this style of teaching is very effective. Here, teaching style is very simple. Actually, every teacher teach with their own way. Well, that's nice. It's important for a teacher to be able to teach their own way. But I always wonder, I'm wondering in how many countries do they have this same style of learning? Because I wish when I was a student, my teachers taught me the way that I'm teaching them, because I would have retained a lot more. I also be teaching them life lessons too. I have a really good lesson. A really good lesson for my students, because nobody wants to read directions, especially in the United States. Kids never read directions. So when they piss me off enough by not reading directions, here's what I do. The next day they come into class, I tell them, you have a pop quiz today. And they're like, oh, what? We have a pop quiz? And I'm like, yep, you got a pop quiz. They sit down, they're all nervous, right? The directions say, do not answer any of these questions. Do not answer everything. I put the directions clear, loud as day. And every single time, nobody reads those directions. Everybody takes the quiz. And then I collect the quizzes. I pull it up on the screen. I zoom in on the directions. I said, none of you read the directions, and I give them all a 0. That lesson sticks with them. I've had kids graduate and tell me, I'll never forget the day when you gave us that pop quiz about reading directions. I read every directions ever since. Use a stick to help me learn. Oh God, that was hard. I love doing that though. That pop quiz, I'm like, ha 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 ha. While I watch all of them like take the quiz. I actually don't like that font, but I'm nitpicking on all these details, of course. Oh, it's 70. All right, let me just fix it. Okay, I actually don't like that font. Can you make it the same font as the big login button or create account button? All right, guys, gonna run to the bathroom real quick. think math will work a lot. I mean, I will say, well, it's maybe controversial, and maybe I'm biased because I'm a math teacher, but I do think math is the most important subject. No, not approaching my session usage limit. I think it was also the bug fixes. I know Ryan told me that reading audits take up a lot of tokens. The stick. I mean, I never used a stick. Obviously, like in the United States, you cannot. I don't even want to say what I used to do. It really wasn't anything bad. But when I first started teaching, applied math is physics, applied physics, chemistry, applied chemistry is biology. I used to do something, when I first started teaching, it was over 10 years ago. And the kids in the United States, they had way more of a sense of humor back then. They had a thicker skin, and basically you were allowed to joke around with students more, and they were able to take it. Now in the United States, everybody is very sensitive, and if you do anything as a teacher that offends anybody, you could get in big trouble. So I've had to, from when I first started teaching to now, I've really had to like readjust the way I joke with the kids. Okay, I like that. But I used to have something called the petty pencil. I had this jumbo pencil, huge. Okay, it was a pencil like this big. As a math teacher, my number one requirement is make sure you have a pencil. You can't do math in pen. I've had kids try to do math in Sharpie and marker. I need you to do your math in pencil. It's my number one rule. Have a pencil. So many kids would never bring a pencil. My rule was if you don't have a pencil, you have to use the petty pencil, this big ginormous pencil. And they would have to take the whole class and write all their notes with this big pencil. You better believe the next day they came in with a pencil. So I think my life lessons have stuck with the kids more than my math lessons. Ooh, I'm at 90. Oh no, well that I would never do. I'm not even allowed to do that, but even if I was, I would never beat my students, or I would never beat anybody. Hi Harris, welcome. Same in Pakistan, now kids are very sensitive. Oh, really? I'm surprised. I thought that in other countries, like kids would just have a thicker skin. It's a different culture. In the United States, everybody is just baby. Everybody's getting their hand held. Everybody's getting things handed to them. Everybody's just a crybaby now. Like, I don't know, toughen up a little bit. I'm not saying like your feelings should never be heard about things, but people just, in my profession, if I'm the teacher, I have rules. I should be able to just implement my simple basic rules without my job being compromised. Nothing crazy. I'm not saying anything offensive. I'm not touching anybody. I'm not beating anybody. Simple, basic classroom rules. That's it. I had a kid raise her hand when we were in the middle of solving a problem, and the kids were answering the questions. It was a good discussion. We were almost done solving the problem, and she raises her hand. Said, "Can I go to the bathroom?" Sweetheart, you're 17 years old. Learn how to wait for the right moment to ask to go to the bathroom. In the middle of solving a problem, that's not the time to ask. That's not. If it was little kids, elementary school, If you're 5 years old, I get it. But at 17 years old, I think that's inappropriate. And I said, please don't interrupt me. It's not a good time to ask. Let's finish the problem first. She went home. She cried to her mom. Her mom called the principal and said, she humiliated my daughter, blah, blah. Forget it. I can't. That was the moment when I was like, okay, times are different now. Like, I can't tell a 17-year-old it's not appropriate. Here in elite schools or colleges, they have thick skin. In poor schools, they don't. Well, everybody's got to man up a little bit when it comes to those things. It's just basic rules, basic rules. All right, that's good. Let me look at my to-do list. So fix the spacing. We did that. Adjust the sign-up and login buttons. We did that. All right. The only things left that are absolutely necessary is the forgot password and the customize the confirmation email. I still didn't do. But guys, I have a question. Should I redesign the whole app? Back then, students respected their teachers more. Now, even though teachers don't use sticks anymore, I've noticed many students don't show the same level of respect. No. Yep. The respect is out the window. So this was, let me see, where is it? It's an idea for a redesign. Welcome evening. Like, for example, this page. Oh, you don't like it, Zaid? So I did like it, and then, no, Abuzari, no. I don't think I'm going to redesign it until I come back. But the thing is, here's where I haven't used Google Stitch, no. I used ChatGPT image to make it. To make this, but it's inspired by Mayhair. Mayhair is the one who gave me the idea. He sent me a design that he made. It's an AI generated image from ChatGPT image. So here's where I land on this. I want this incorporated somehow, like the actual, well, it's not real, it's AI generated, but where it looks like real Himalayas, right? But yeah, so the admin dashboard is done. For now anyway. I don't know if it needs anything else. So here's where I land on this design. I want something like this. But I still want this image to live somewhere. Because even though it's an SVG, a cheaper looking design, I do like it in some ways because here's the thing, not everybody using this app is going to be going to the Himalayas. They might be hiking a volcano. They might be hiking Machu Picchu or something like that. But I do like this idea. How do I integrate this in places and keep this in other places and make it look and make it make sense. And this is, and I'm still not sold exactly on that image. I have to go back into ChatGPT image because it started to hallucinate as we kept editing. But this is the one that Mayhair sent me. I mean, all these widgets and things, like, that would definitely be for later on because I don't have all of that. But just like as the welcome screen, I don't know. How do I incorporate something like this and keep this living somewhere? Like this was the daytime one. I had it generate images for different times of day because that welcome screen changes. Prompt, let's also leverage SVG as skeleton first until image loads. The image you showed was skeleton is a page loading approach. Oh, I think you know. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like when the page loads, Zia. Hold on, let me reread what you said. Let's also leverage SVG as skeleton first until image loads. You're talking about when the page loads, right? Skeleton is a page loading approach. Because something weird is happening, right? When the page loads. Is that what you're talking about? Like that. I see northern Pakistan first before this. I think that's what you're mentioning. Just confirm that with me. And then Abuzar, this is good, but it doesn't match your existing design. The image you showed was glass morphism design. I don't know. It was just ChatGPT image. Hi, world. Welcome. Nothing much, just chilling. I'm thinking of doing a redesign, but not now. After my trip, because I'm actually going to these Himalayas. Well, this is AI generated, but next week I'll be trekking the Himalayas of Pakistan. So I need my app to work while I'm there. I'm building a trekking app. It is, I'll show you. So this is my account. This is my trip that I'm going on next week. And it allows you to record your data in terms of your starting altitude, your ending altitude, the distance you traveled, the hours you traveled, how you felt, the weather conditions. You can add a photo from that day. You can capture the GPS and the altitude of where you are. You can add your activity from your Apple Watch, but it's something that you have to do manually because it works offline, because I won't have service at all times in the Himalayas. And then you write yourself a little journal entry. For me, that's just going to be about reflection, because a trip like this, these are the trips that I go on that really inspire me. So I want to just take notes on the ideas that I come up with and how it makes me feel about life. You know, these are the type of trips that really like form me, help me develop even more as a person. Yeah, I'm going to be trekking the Himalayas next week. It's been a dream of mine for a really long time. So the app is basically done. We're just doing some bug fixes. And Zia, if you're still there, can you just confirm with me? You're talking about that that welcome screen when it loads. Where will you get money from? Get money from the trip? I mean, it's a trip. Honestly, I already paid for the trip. I paid for the trip months ago. But I get my money from being a math teacher. I'm actually a math teacher. That's my actual job. That's my actual career. It's probably routing direction occurring at login. Do you use agent browser? No, I don't think so. I'm trying to understand what the prompt that you told me to use. What will it do? You said skeleton is a page loading approach. I'm a math teacher. I'm a high school math teacher, but virtually. Basically, I'm originally from, excuse me, New York City. 2 years ago, I moved to Thailand. I moved here by taking a job as a teacher, a math teacher here at an international school. But after a year of doing that, I quit and I got a virtual teaching job here. I got a virtual teaching job in the New York time zone. So I live in Thailand, but I work in the New York time zone, so I teach at night. Open Chrome Dev Tools. How do you do that? Hi, Rise. I want to, Rise. I want to, but it depends on when I have signal or not. I'm also going to be shooting a lot of content with my action cameras and my drone. So there's a lot of camera equipment. But I'm going to try. It just depends on when I have service. It's a routing configuration showing northern Pakistan for a second. Right click. And click DevTools. Is that an inspect? Well, thanks for the tip, world. Don't worry about that. Obviously, I live on an island right now, and I have a pool, so I could dress like this or however I want here. But just trust and believe when I go to other countries that you need to dress more modestly, I do. I have respect. So you don't have to worry about that. Not that I need to justify. I could really do whatever I want, and if I have to learn the hard way, that's fine. But trust me, I'm a world traveler. I know what to do in countries that I'm going to. Inspect, console. No. Hi, Kaiser. Welcome. No, it's not just for me. The Pakistan trip, if you saw it, that's my specific trick, but anybody can sign up. It's free, and you can create your own unique trip. Google Agent Browser. Once you can ask Claude to do it directly. Agent Browser. You can ask Claude to do it and go and browse website. Can I just tell Claude to fix it though? Like, I don't think I need to go through all of this. What do you have set up for code review? What do you mean by that, code review? Are you talking about like when people use VS Code and they can actually see the code? What up, slime? What's poppin', slime? I'm gonna just tell Claude. I'm just gonna tell Claude to do it. But I have 90. I don't know if it's gonna be able to do. Is that a big fix or a small fix? Because I only have 10%, 9% left. The issue is not. It's not an issue. It's a design configuration, not a misbehavior. Okay, so Zia, you said agent browser. Oh my God, everything's in Thai. Ask Claude Code to directly go and browse the website. This one, Vercel Labs Agent Browser. Let me do a new session for this. And Zia, what am I doing with this now? What am I telling Claude? I have a workflow set up so while code my Hermes agent direct to work with other agents. So Codex is my reviewer. Claude Code is my reviewer. Oh, nice. So Kaiser, I am interested in learning in workflows like that. I'm new. I just started 34 days ago. So I'm still learning the ropes and everything, but I have heard about people using Codex for one thing and Claude for another and other agents for other things and them kind of working together. That seems like a little advanced for me, but a lot of the things that I have done in the past 34 days, I thought were too advanced for me to learn. So I'm definitely willing to, I definitely want to see how and understand exactly how that works seamlessly. Do you use GoPro? Yeah, I have an Insta360 camera, I have a GoPro, and I have a drone. All that's coming with me. So Zia, what am I doing with this? Am I giving this to Claude? I don't know what I can even do with the 9% I have left. Anything small? The forgot password thing's probably a bigger task than 9%. What kind of collab you do? What do you mean, collabs with brands? Ask Claude to use agent browser and verify the log. Okay, thank you, Zia. It should read my handoff file though, right? Can you read the handoff MD file and familiarize yourself with the project? Explain the issue to Claude a little bit in the prompt as well. Okay. Use agent browser. Verify login process. When I log in, before I see the welcome screen, my northern Pakistan trip flashes first before the welcome screen loads. Collabs, you mean with brands world? I've done a travel health insurance collab. For sure, I've been learning since January project. Open source. Your project open or closed? Open in terms of what? Like the, I mean, the website's live, so anybody can access it. Anybody could sign up if you're going hiking. It's you could find it at, I don't think I can paste actually in the chat here, can I? No, it doesn't let me. Hi, Sean. Welcome. I do. That was set up a few days ago, the admin dashboard. That, I have a back end. That was a lot to learn, let me tell you. That was a lot to learn, but I did it. That was the most frustrating part of building this was the whole back end fiasco. But I did it. Yeah, so there'll be a lot to do when I get back. Now this whole redesign idea is gonna live in my brain. You need to reverse the learn, teach, human agent loop in different contexts, Google agent skills. For example, brainstorming. Okay. I don't know what all that means. Human agent loop in different contexts. Google agent skills. One example, brainstormings or grill me skills once. So you're talking about other skills that I should implement. Cool, just be careful. I think you should take a look at how admin users are controlled. Having is admin false true on the user. Okay, so Sean, that's interesting that you say that, because now I'm thinking about the day that the admin dashboard was set up, and I am remembering the is admin true or false. So you're saying that's not good practice. Can you explain to me why that's not good practice and what a better practice is? Sorry, just because I'm learning, so it's really important for me to understand why something is good or something is not good, for a lack of better words. And if it's not, what is the better way of doing it and why is that better? You enabled RLS. I'm remembering RLS somewhere. This was, I don't know how many days ago. But basically I set up an admin dashboard. I'm the admin. Okay, let me see. Row level security. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was enabled. This was so at this point. Again, this is the first time I've ever set up an admin dashboard or anything. So just tell me why that's not good practice, and then what I should do instead. That might have to go on the to-do list for after my trip. Sure, it's not inherently a bad practice, but please make sure that users cannot control this flag. Ensure that they cannot update their own user metadata. I'm pretty sure that we made sure of that, but it's something I should definitely double check for sure. Again, especially because this is the first time that I've ever done anything, like built anything like this with an admin dashboard. Just how a user can change their name. They may be able to change, is admin true? Oh. Okay. I see what you're saying. Like to double check that. Oh, I didn't even look. Because I was looking at the chat and logging in. All right, let's see if it fixed. Oh, so much better. Thanks, Zia. Thank you so much. That was super helpful. That has been bugging me for a little while too, so I'm so happy that was fixed. What library is better? My tech stack. Hold on, I have I have it somewhere. So hold on, let me show you. Let me just rename this. Peak pages. What do we call this? Glitch on welcome screen. The tech stack. This is it. Oh, you can't see. It says front end, Vite plus React 18 plus TypeScript. Then it says React router, local storage, Dexy, PWA, Vite plugin, front source self-hosted fonts, Cloud is Supabase. Yeah, I'm using Supabase. Yeah, we're done. We're donezo. We're cooked. We are cooked. What is left on my bug fixes? And then tomorrow forgot. But we're making good time. We are making good time. I still have tomorrow. I still have Monday. It's enough. So this is so many sessions. It's because when I was using all of one session, my token usage was getting eaten up really, really fast. And then it was recommended in the chat that I start a new session for each new feature. And that has been really helping me save tokens. So yeah, I think we're in good shape. What was the other bug? The last bug, admin dashboard can count and delete photos, but can't view them. It's the one genuine feature. So it's a bit longer. Just forward his message to Claude as a concern question. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I only have 4% left. So I'm going to screenshot, Sean, what you said, so that way I can run it later. Yeah. Yep. But all right. Out of usage, and I only have, so I gotta work on that. Right. Thank you, Sean, for bringing that up. You know, obviously I want to stay protected and be careful of all these things. I'm new to it all. So it's those little nuances and details that make doing this in public so valuable to me, because you guys catch everything. Like, you guys really catch everything. So, you know, I appreciate it, because I wouldn't think of all these details. By the way, how much does it cost you so far? I've just been on the $20 plan. And my monthly or weekly limit, I just went over my limit once, and I bought extra credits, and then everything reset. So I haven't spent that much on it. Maybe that was an old rule I saw in the message a while back. Wait, hold on. Well, I'm not sure. I missed something. Well, I'm sure I do more heavy work and I run in one chat. No token issue. Maybe that was an old rule I saw, that message. Kaiser, what plan do you have? If you don't mind me asking. Because I only have the pro plan. Yeah, so honestly, I think if I had the max plan, I maybe wouldn't be running into the issues that I have run into, but I only have the pro plan. So still experimenting. Don't use Sonnet. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of am not willing to go off of Opus. I mean, for chats and things like that, that's different. I'm already like, a lot of people disagree with me. And again, I'm a newbie, so take it with a grain of salt. I don't know, obviously, what I'm doing, and maybe I'll learn things the hard way. But I am the type of person who does like to work with the smartest model. I'm already upset that I went down to high. That's just me, and if it's a mistake, I'll learn the hard way, but I don't know. I'm just the type of person that wants the newest of the newest and the best of the best. And a lot of people say that that's not always the right way, but I guess I have to learn with time, you know? All right, guys. I got to wait for my session limit to reset. So I'm going to hop off, eat some dinner, continue to pack my bag. But thank you so much for joining me for day 34 of learning how to vibe code. I still have tomorrow, and I still have Monday to finish this. Sean said, "Glad I can help. I also make that a priority, but you'll find that people can make themselves on with Claude." Yes, Sean, I put it as number 1 on my to-do list, actually, because it sounded very important. So I put it as number 1. Thank you so much. But thank you guys all so much. As always, I say it every single day. I appreciate the heck out of all of you that come in here and share your knowledge with me. I've learned so much from this community in 34 days, and I can't wait to see how much I've learned a year from now. You guys are the best, the best, the best, the best, the best. I say it every day. But let me go down the roster. I like to say thank you to everybody. And try not to miss anybody. But thank you, Zia. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Kaiser. Thank you, Zaid. Haha, Sissy, you already know. You already know. Thank you, Sissy. Um, you already know. Who else? Thank you, World. Even though you came for the fit. Thank you, Slime. What's poppin', Slime? Thank you, Rise. Pushing me to stream when I'm trekking. I really got to figure out how to do that. Thank you, Abuzar. Thank you, Harris. Where's everybody at? Thank you, Parallel. Mansoor. Johnny. Tino, thank you so much. You were new. Thank you, Sarah. South Park. Naman. Oh my God, so many of you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you, Scene. Thank you, Timothy. I hope you're having fun. I hope it's a great day in the Philippines. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Block, Edwin, Olea, and Mayhair. I know Mayhair was here, and Mayhair got my design wheels rolling. So I hope you have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 35. See you guys.